Institute of Technology here in New York, as well as the founder of a mobile application called Ensambl, which populates outfit inspiration according to the weather. I want to thank Alecia Mariana for joining us live today. Alecia, who's a former lawyer turned fashionista, moved from Nashville at the end of October from Tampa, and she's going to be showing us some major transitional pieces and ideas for the fall and really what we should be doing to transition our wardrobe. How's it going?
Going well, doing well, ready for fall.
Yeah, totally. I'm surprised. We haven't gotten as much of a heat wave as I was expecting.
Well, it's been pretty hot here in Nashville, and it's ridiculously humid today, so I'm kind of...
Where to stay so perfect?
I haven't really been outside a whole lot today. Had I gone outside more, my hair would be perfectly straight and flat to my head. So
I love the way it looks right now.
Thank you.
What products are you using?
I really just use a spray and like a heat protectant. That's pretty much it, because my hair's so fine and thin that anything else weighs it down, especially when it's humid outside. So.
Well, it looks fantastic, along with that statement lip.
Thank you. I've been getting used to wearing it. It's kind of a new thing in my my makeup routine now. So.
I love a nice bold lip. I actually tried Stila Besso the other day, but it bled everywhere, so I gave up.
Yeah, you know, the worst part is when it starts to wear off a little bit, but so far I've been adjusting pretty well. Up until probably about 2 weeks ago, I stuck with pretty much of a nude lip gloss type look, so I'm getting out of my comfort zone.
Well, I like it with your outfit. Show us what you're wearing.
Thank you. So today I decided to wear, since we were going to talk about transitioning your wardrobe, I am obsessed with these silk Henley blouses, I guess is what some places call them, or equipment blouses, and I wear them all throughout the summer, and then I usually wear them through fall and winter too. It'll be a different transition for me living in a colder environment now than it was in Florida before. But I decided, since we're talking about this topic today, that I would pull this out of my closet. I'm actually wearing it. You can't see my pants, but I'll stand up so you can see the rest of the shirt. I'm wearing it with a pair of white denim jeans, and I have on a pair of just black ballet flats. But I decided, because we're still in summer, to pair it with an orange Kendra Scott necklace and some orange earrings, just to kind of bring out a little bit of color for summer.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny because I feel like people don't feel like they can wear long sleeved shirts during the summer, but silk is such a good material. It breathes so well.
Yeah, I love wearing it, especially good for the office, or, you know, if you're going to be indoors a lot. You know, when you're in air conditioning, you know, you can pull out a 3/4 or a long sleeve shirt and it'll be okay. I probably wouldn't wear this if I was going to be standing outside all day, but, you know, for me it's been kind of a staple with my history of being in a work environment. So.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it's fantastic for how you styled it for spring/summer. How would you style that for fall?
I think that I would normally pair it with maybe some gold chunky jewelry, I would say, probably maybe a gold necklace, some gold stud earrings, or some chunky earrings. And I would either wear black denim and some red pumps, or even some black leather pants would be perfect too.
Ooh, I love a good black leather pant.
Yeah, and booties are a great way to kind of kick your look up just a little bit too. So I have a pair of amazing red Chinese laundry booties that I pull out during the winter a lot. So.
Chinese laundry, interesting. Where have you found them recently? I haven't seen them.
Where what?
Where have you found those cute Chinese laundry booties? I haven't seen like cute.
You know what? I shop online a lot.
It's
so I got them last fall or last winter.
Yeah.
Just on the website.
I'm such a big online shopper. I love coming home to a package in front of my door. It feels like a present every day.
Oh, I know. Great mail day.
So give us some hints. Where would we find some cute booties for the fall?
I'm a sucker for Nordstrom's shoe department. I think they have such a wide selection and such a wide variety that, I was exploring their website during their recent anniversary sale, and I think they have some really, really great picks as far as transitioning into the type, fall, winter shoe. So that's kind of my go-to.
It's so funny. I was actually on their site almost every day. It was like painful when the anniversary sale ended. Like, I was like, what am I going to miss out on now?
I know, exactly. It's addicting.
So fill us in. You seem to have some really cool pieces behind you.
Yeah, I do. Actually, first off, I have these, and if you can see them, these are some green wool shorts that I bought recently at a local boutique here in Nashville called Leona. And if you can see, they have these gold studs on them. Yeah. But they're lined, and they're actually pretty warm. I've worn them a couple times, since I got them a few weeks ago, and they've been a little bit warm. So I think that a perfect way to wear these still during the cooler weather of fall and maybe even winter is pair them with some black tights, and like I was saying, like maybe a booty, boot, and then maybe put it with like, a silk blouse with a leather jacket, or, some kind of sweater, off-the-shoulder sweater or something. So
definitely, that sounds cute. So like, where would you wear something like that to?
I would probably typically wear something like that on maybe a Friday or a Saturday night out to dinner, date night or something.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep.
What kind of purse do you think?
What did you say?
What kind of purse would you recommend?
I'm a sucker for a clutch. As much as I love my big bags, and it's really hard for me to get my stuff organized out of my giant, handbag. When I go out around, to dinner and stuff like that, I usually like carrying a clutch. So I would probably pair it with maybe a black or even a gold clutch.
I love the idea of gold to bring out like gold studs that were on the shorts. Totally.
Exactly. I
can definitely imagine that. So like you're thinking a black booty, black tights, funky shorts, and then like an off the shoulder sweater with like
something like that. I love off the shoulder pieces. Anybody who knows me knows that it's a staple in my wardrobe. So that's kind of the direction that I automatically go towards.
Totally, I love it. All about the 90s.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. So what's the next piece we have up?
I have, and this is pretty basic. So, we all have just a basic white tee, I think, in our closet. So I have this that you could pair it with a necklace like this that you can get anywhere. This one happens to be from Francesca's, but then for the cooler weather, I decided that you could just put a cute tapered leather jacket over it, and you can wear that with pretty much whatever you want on the bottom. You could pair it with some leather pants like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You can pair it with some black denim, some skinny jeans, and whatever kind of shoe depending on the look you're going for. So I usually like to add a little pop of color with black and white, so my automatic go-to is normally red. So, but really you could go for anything.
Totally, I love it. Where are you seeing some nice leather jackets? Because I feel like I haven't seen any on my radar lately.
I haven't noticed any lately that have really caught my eye yet. I actually got that one a couple years ago at a small boutique in Tampa.
Yeah.
Which it was one of those special finds. But
that's the best.
Yeah. So I haven't really seen a whole lot yet that have really caught my eye.
I was hoping that the anniversary sale from Nordstrom's would produce a bunch of them, but I don't know. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they'll come out soon.
There was an awesome, for the Nordstrom anniversary sale, faux fur jacket, black jacket that I was coveting for so long that it sold out of my size. But you could even do something like that instead of leather. I mean, depending on the look you're going for. So
Yeah, definitely. I've actually been on a quest for like a nice winter jacket with like a large oversized neck.
mhm.
Can't find one of those, but that is what I'm searching for.
Yeah. I feel like we all have that item, you know, that one item that like we're on the hunt for.
I feel like I need it. Hopefully
Yeah, well,
soon.
don't we all?
So what's next on our radar?
So this dress is something that, you know, it's got kind of a heavier material. I don't know if you can see the full thing at once, but, you know, it's kind of a mid-length. It's got the exposed zipper in the back. It's obviously sleeveless, so, you know, it's the perfect piece that I have in my wardrobe coming from Florida that I can, you know, when the weather gets cooler here in Tennessee, it's easy to, you know, like I said, add a pair of tights, put on a leather jacket, you know, or even, you know, I've even seen a lot of layering shirts over dresses lately. So even do something like that, maybe a white or a red shirt. I think that, like, burgundies and deep red colors are going to be pretty popular this fall, maybe something like that over top of it, and it would be an easy transition from now until, you know, through the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel about that look, the longer shirt slash t-shirt slash dress over pants?
You know, I was kind of skeptical about it, I have to say. I'd seen a number of other bloggers, you know, pulling it off, and it looked pretty good, but I kept thinking to myself, I don't know if I can do it, you know. So actually, this week on my blog, I gave it a shot, and I did it, and I think it turned out well, you know. I mean, I chose a dress that I don't otherwise wear very often. You know, it just kind of gets lost in my closet. And so I actually paired it with, you know, kind of it was more like a tank. The sleeve was more, you know, not quite a tank, not quite a short sleeve, and kind of tied it off to the side so it gave a little bit of a waist. And I think it worked out. I think it could definitely go wrong. So I think you just have to be careful with what you pair it with and how you, like, pull it off, you know, whether you tie it to the side or put a belt around it or something.
So what do you mean by that? Give us some hints as to what are some major fails.
I don't know if I've actually seen any, because, you know, the other bloggers that I've seen doing it have done it right. But where I could see it falling off is, you know, you have this straight line dress, and then you put a shirt over it, and there's no figure form, you know, something that you don't want to look like you're wearing a burlap sack, you know. You want to make sure that, you know, it flatters your figure to a certain extent. And somebody like me who's not necessarily very naturally curvy, I have to really watch and make sure that I have, you know, something a little bit around my waist that's a little bit not tight, but just tapered, so I don't look like a box.
I hear you, but I'm sure it looks fantastic. I took a look at your post from today. I love that outfit that you were wearing. That was from yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that was, I haven't had a lot of animal print in my wardrobe. I just, you know, I love it on everybody else. Just for some reason, when I'm at the store, I really have not gravitated towards it for myself. And so I think that was an easy way for me to, you know, okay, I'm going to try this snake print top, and then, you know, hopefully transition further as the fall and winter get here.
Have you found yourself taking, like, different types of risks?
Absolutely, because, you know, my day job before, you know, was working in a law firm, you know, so there wasn't really a whole lot of risk taking in my everyday life, you know, in the office. It was pretty standard, pretty, you know, conservative. You know, I would wear my I do have a pair of leopard pumps that I would, you know, pull into the office occasionally when we didn't have, you know, clients in, just in case they were, you know, didn't want to see somebody wearing that. But you know, now that I've started my blog and I've really gotten into it, I think that, you know, I've worn some things that I wouldn't have otherwise worn and tried out some things that, you know, I didn't try before.
Yeah.
So it's really helped my creativity in my everyday wardrobe. So
I love it. I actually heard a story this morning about a girl who worked in a law firm and got sent home by HR because she wasn't wearing stockings with her skirt.
oh no, yeah, you know, the law firm that I was at, you know, was not that strict, but I have heard, and I wasn't ever in a courtroom. I was strictly transactional law. So for me, my everyday didn't necessarily include going to a courtroom, being in front of a judge. I have heard stories of women either being looked down upon for wearing a pantsuit, or, like you said, not wearing pantyhose with their skirts. So
Mind-boggling. I can't believe it.
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So what is this sleeve that's popping out of the corner?
Okay, that's just another dress that I have, and this is probably more of a, it really is more of a fall type dress, but you know, something like this would be easy to pair with a pair of gray boots, which I have somewhere around here. Maybe a pair of gray boots like this, if you can see those, you know. And, you know, I also think that a great way to, you know, transition is scarves. I love scarves. I have so many in my closet that I actually need better organization for them. But, you know, I would probably add a little bit of color to that with maybe a teal scarf. I love teal, so, you know, that's kind of like my go-to.
Yeah, I love teal too. I'm with you. My earrings are teal.
I was just going to say I love your earrings, so.
I'm always a teal person, but I agree with you. I think that like a good strong pop of color, like a teal or a red, or even that lavender color that Pantone say was going to be really big would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, you know, any of the kind of red wine type colors are perfect for fall and winter. So even something, you know, a scarf in one of those colors would be perfect too.
Yeah, definitely. So with this, now that we're talking about kind of like a maroon/wine color, I see you have something behind you?
Yes, and that's red, and shockingly enough, it's another silk blouse like what I'm wearing. This one is from Express, and they've been notorious, I think, for selling these in a lot of different colors. But, you know, this is something that I wear during the summer. You know, I just pull it out, maybe wear it with a pair of white shorts or white jeans. But as the weather gets cooler, I've had a tendency, I have some blazers in my closet from when I was working, and so, you know, to put this over it, and if it's warm enough, maybe roll up the sleeves so the red is kind of sticking out around the sleeve, so you make it like a 3/4, and that gives you the little bit of warmth that you need for the fall, and kind of takes that red silk blouse item from summer to the cooler weather.
I love it. Do you ever get worried that, like, as you're wearing that silk blouse, it gets wrinkled throughout the course of the day?
You know what? I've found that the ones that I have typically have been pretty good about that. I do have a white. I feel like the white ones are the ones that really you notice the wrinkles more.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is, I guess, right?
Yeah. Somebody needs to create like a handy steamer on the go.
Right, I know. Or can we make them wrinkle-free? That would be awesome.
Yeah, awesome. That's an even better idea.
Right?
Nobody's thinking about this.
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned that you also have like a pencil skirt in there too.
Yes. So what I did was I pulled just a black pencil skirt, if you can see it, and this one has some really neat, you know, ribbon on the back, and it's got a little bit of a slit, but, you know, it's the perfect material I've found that I can wear all year round. And black, I don't know, black, you can always wear black. So, for the summer, I've paired it with just a crop top, which has been pretty good. I like wearing a crop top with a little bit of a high waist, and that skirt is perfect for that pencil skirt. For fall, once again, the silk blouse. But this one, is great because it has, from H&M, it has the perfect little detailing on the pocket. It's, the military green color, which is perfect for fall and winter. So, you tuck that in with your skirt and you're good to go.
Yeah, definitely.
The last thing that I would do is, maybe for even the cooler weather, is something like this orange sweater. Just pair it with this, and if it's too cold, it has some great button detailing on the back that gives it a little extra. And you could pair it with any kind of coat that you need to, and it's another way to wear a black pencil skirt. So
definitely. Do you need to grab that?
No. Sorry about that. The phone's literally right here.
Okay. So how would you?
Nobody calls.
Nobody calls, you said?
Nobody ever calls until right now.
So what kind of shoes would you pair those with?
I've paired it with anything from just a very traditional black pump to, a black sandal, especially with a crop top. I also have a pair of black and pink sandals from Chinese Laundry that are like the perfect addition of color with that crop top. And then, probably with the something like that orange sweater, I would probably just stick with a black pump.
Yeah, definitely. So you're thinking like stick with neutrals, try to go simple on accessories if you're going to wear a more, I guess, flashy top, right?
Right, that's what I usually stick to. Maybe pair it with like a pair of earrings, that dangle a little bit, but other than that, I usually keep it pretty minimalist.
Definitely. And what kind of material was this skirt? Because you seem to love that material so much.
I think it's stretchy, so like it gives the perfect amount of, it's not cotton. Actually, I don't really know what it is, but it stretches. It gives me it fits perfect on me. I love anything that has a little bit of a stretch to it. I think it fits me a little bit better. So.
Excuse me. So you were saying sorry, I just sneezed. You were saying it stretches a little bit. It's super comfortable. Where can we find it like that?
I got this at Express, and I got this actually a number of years ago, right after I was graduating from law school and needed some new work clothes. But I think J. Crew has great skirts. Express has some really easy ones like this one. You can never go wrong with Nordstrom. They usually have a little bit of everything. I love ASOS and the items they have. The problem, with some people is that, they have a hard time ordering online. So.
What do you mean?
I have a few friends who, size-wise, they, have a little bit of trouble figuring out exactly what sizes to order online. I've never really had that problem. My mom continually asks me, how do you order shoes from the internet and they fit? But I guess it just means that I have a foot that's not hard to fit when it comes to shoes.
Yeah, definitely. I like it when it's easy to make those returns just in case it doesn't fit or in case it's not an item that you want to continue wearing. So it just makes it so much easier. But and I think ASOS has a pretty good return policy with that too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think almost everywhere has, they're accommodating for people who are ordering online. So
we have a couple of minutes left. What are your thoughts in terms of like hot trends that you're seeing for fall?
I actually was invited to an event at Belk here in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and they went over kind of the trends that they were seeing for fall, and it was so consistent with everything else that I've seen and read so far. You know, like I said before, a lot of like wine type red, deep red colors, burgundies, shades of gray.
Is that because of the movie coming out?
I know, right? So consistent. Dresses will obviously continue through fall, and I've seen a lot of shirt dresses on bloggers lately too. Tweed, you know, a great pair of tweed wide leg pants would be perfect for this fall. You know, leather is always going to be a staple, at least for me. I love leather. I love leather jackets, leather pants.
I love leather, and I love how it conforms to your body.
I know. And one of the things that they said that's going to continue through the fall is this athletic wear trend. You know, I have a great pair of jogger pants in my wardrobe right now that are from Anthropology, and they said that that type of trend is still going to continue through this fall. So
Jogger pants. How so? So you were talking? Do you mean like leggings?
no, I should have grabbed them. They're like a comfortable, relaxed fit, elastic waistband. They have elastic around the ankle, so you can pull it up a little bit or leave it down right at your ankle. They have a very athletic like look to them.
Interesting. Yeah. So we're really bringing the 90s back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were even saying at that Belk fall preview that, you know, like kind of a fancy version of the hoodie is going to be in for men this fall too. So
I guess Mark Zuckerberg won't get into any more trouble going to meetings.
Nope.
What about the palazzo pants?
You know, I've kind of been, you know, I don't have any. I love seeing them on other people. For me, I haven't ventured there just yet. Like I said, I love them on everybody else. So I guess there should be no reason why I shouldn't try them. I think that that's probably going to continue. I think people seem to love them. Yeah. So I feel like maybe I should get on board.
I feel like if you have the right shape for it, they could look so fantastic and super classy. If you're too short, then they don't really do as much justice. So,
and that's the problem I have, is I'm relatively short. You know, I'm not quite 5'3", and so, you know, I struggle a little bit with, you know, pants like that, like you just said. So, you know, but give me a great heel and I'm good to go.
Yeah, totally. I'm the same height, so I'm basically 5'3", and I need a really tall heel to make me be able to wear. I have fantastic high-waisted, like literally it goes up to right almost about where the bottom part of my boobs are. And they're high-waisted palazzo pants. They are possibly my favorite pants ever, except you really do need a high heel to go with them.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. I love high-waisted. You know, I feel like, I don't know, I'm such a product. I was born in the 80s. I feel like I carry a little bit of the 80s and the 90s and even the 70s with me, you know, so why not?
Well, this has been so fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I love hearing all about your knowledge. I hope you'll continue sharing it with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and thanks everybody for joining us. Bye.
Bye.